Well, hey, everybody. This is Debut Buddies. It's a fortnightly podcast about firsts, and I'm Nate. I'm one of the buddies.
I'm Kelly. I'm another buddy.
I'm Chelsea, the last buddy.
I like that you did a little voice, like you're the smallest, the youngest
little buddy.
Yeah, when we enter a room,
I'm the baby buddy.
It's like different instruments. So there's like, a tuba and then like a trombone and then just like a tiny little
piccolo.
A little piccolo, and you're like running in and it takes you so much and then you fall down and then you get up and keep running.
Oh, cute.
Cartoon style. Aw.
I like the idea of me being the trombone, so my noise can be like wah wah wah.
And I'm the tuba because I'm gassy. This week on the Debut Buddies podcast, we set out to make the first pumpkin pie, which I think went perfectly well. And there's no reason in any way, shape, or form that we would be disappointed in the outcome here. I based my recipe on one that we found on, like, was it Bombay something or other? Let me look.
Sounds right.
Yeah. It is soufflebombay.com. And so the concept here was that you put custard inside a pumpkin and then you bake it, and then it's a pie. It's supposed to be the kind of pie that the quote-unquote pilgrims quote-unquote ate quote-unquote long ago. We all know history is made up, so I have no idea if this is true or not.
I did one from like the 1500s, I think it said, and it's not in the pumpkin. It's also not American.
Oh.
So what you did with the like baking the custard in the pie, I guess when America was colonized, we weren't making flour yet, which is why no crust. But what I made has a crust, and I think is probably gonna be gross. So it's not like pureed pumpkin, like what you think about with like a normal and delicious and perfect pumpkin pie. Instead, you like slice up pumpkin and cook it like you would like an apple pie.
Oh,
I think it's gross. It also called for something called sack, which I did a little bit of Googling, and I think that it was like a sack of something. And
just random sack.
Yeah. I think that it, based on my single Google search in the middle of the night, it is some sort of like what is it? Like a sherry. What is that type of alcohol called?
Oh, like a dessert wine kind of thing, or like
not a dessert wine. I'm looking for.
Wine?
I don't remember the word I'm looking for, but like some sort of booze that you cook in there. So I was like, okay, what if I got on hand and it wasn't sherry? I used vermouth.
Ooh. A little
we're
pumpkin
gonna
martini.
See what happens. Yeah, basically. I mean, vermouth works like, I don't know, if you're making like a pasta dish and you don't have sherry, you can use a little vermouth, but I've only ever done it in like tablespoon quantities, and this needed a quarter cup. So
oh god,
we're gonna find out.
I did the same one from Bombay. Wait, what was it?
Bombay souffle.
Yeah, souffle Bombay.
Souffle all day, baby.
Y'all used Bombay, and that's a brand of gin, and then I used a vermouth. So together, we do have a martini.
Yeah, it would probably have been a better experience.
Than I mean,
making this pie.
I have not tried this yet, but it looks gross.
Yeah, mine. I also because the souffle Bombay one, you don't have any seasoning that you would expect in a pumpkin pie. So,
mine either. What
I did bring cinnamon
use?
and case. Nothing.
Oh.
It's just sugar and egg and cream. Vanilla. There's a little vanilla.
At all. Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't bake. I don't cook. So this was an experience for sure.
Yeah. My recipe said, let's see if I can remember the ingredient. It was handful of herbs.
Whoa, cool. So it's like a
go
cauldron,
outside and grab
a cauldron thing.
I went with rosemary.
You are in Colorado. A handful of herb might make it a really enjoyable pie.
You know what?
I've
got like a cookbook on. Oh, it's got a punny name. I don't know. I've got a weed cookbook. I should have referenced that, seen if there was a pumpkin pie recipe in there.
It's a really great pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
Man,
you gotta balls.
You gotta do Charlie it. Brown. You gotta do it more affected. It's a really great pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah, man. It's time to shred the gnar.
Yeah.
Can
you imagine Charlie Brown trying to shred the gnar?
Oh man, yeah. He can't even kick a football.
Well, that's because Lucy sucks.
Yeah, but I mean, Lucy is effectively the gnar, right? The gnar is not going to be helping Charlie either.
Yeah, at least the gnar is going to sit still for the most part, though.
That's fair, yeah. The gnar isn't going to actively like, well, I mean, maybe there's some loose snow there, and the gnar is just true. Like, yoink, okay. And then Charlie Brown's like, oh, no.
You're right. Lucy was a metaphor for Mother Nature all along.
Yeah, I always assumed so. It's a tragic avalanche death, Charlie Brown.
Oh.
Well, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, this was interesting. I've been cooking a lot more since the pandemic started a couple years ago. And so it was exciting. I was like, ooh, yay, I'm going to do a thing. I've never made a custard before. That's effectively what this is. But there is one flaw in my thoroughness around cooking and or baking things, is that I read the instructions at the top that said a total of 1 hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And did not read the entirety that's like, hey, this should really sit overnight to like set up. So my thing came out of the oven literally about 20 minutes ago.
Oh,
so
no.
Is it loose? Is it real loose?
I wouldn't say it's loose. I mean, look, it's not like OJ, the juice is loose kind of loose. It's like, I would best describe it as kind of like an omelet. That's kind of what it looks like. It seems omelet.
Yeah, so I saw mine last night before I let it set. So I have the next day's version that had it in the refrigerator all night. So we will have two different experiences of the same.
I love this.
So, but I can understand when you described it. I was gonna say, I'm glad we didn't communicate about what we were doing or how we were doing it this entire time. And this is just a fun surprise.
And for the home listener, we haven't seen each other's pies either.
Yeah, no, we have not seen each other's pies in either the direct or the double entendre sense. And we are going to see them for the first time tonight on the podcast.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
okay.
I just I had a busy work day and I was like, great. It's 4:30. I'm going to start making my pumpkin pie. And then I looked at the bottom. I was like, oh, fuck.
Doesn't say even the hour. What? Saying it was an hour was generous because you have to cook it for 15 minutes, do something, cook it for 15 minutes, do something, cook it for 15 minutes, do something, cook it for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And then come back and then let it sit for an hour and then put it in your cold garage.
Well, and here's the other thing. I bought too deep a pumpkin. So I had to cook it. I had to cook it for more than that 30 minutes. I cooked it for 50 minutes at 375 just to get it so I could stick a knife in and not just pull out basically like milk.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I have so many questions because I did not read y'all's recipe.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what I'm so confused. Okay. So you use like a sugar pumpkin.
Yes.
Yeah. And you take that pumpkin, you cut the cap off, you gut it, scoop all the nuts out.
And then you carve little eyes in it with a really scary face, and you put a candle in it, and then you put it on the porch.
Yeah. Exactly. And then when a squirrel 100%. Climbs in, you bake the squirrel. Pumpkin pie.
Well, that's hearty, I guess.
Hey,
okay, so when you scoop out the innards, so there's no pumpkin in the custard is what I'm getting at. It's just okay.
Oh. Did you not have? I scraped my pumpkin because it said you can scrape the pumpkin to have it with it. So I have pumpkin in mine. I have mine sitting here. We have not and I have pieces of pumpkin in my custard. And it says at the end to put it in a little tiny dish, and I put it in a cute little dish.
Oh, yay.
Yeah. Well, we'll have a picture on the Twitter.
I just have the horrible disaster here sitting next to me, and I will present it to you.
And is it still in the pumpkin? Are you going to present it to us in pumpkin?
You're going to see it in pumpkin.
Yeah. I'm so excited.
It's coming up in pumpkin. In fact, I need to take a picture of it before I do too much more damage. This is good. It's real good.
So I've also never like cooked a whole pumpkin. Does it get gross? I was imagining it like, like November 15th on the porch
it
pumpkin.
Gets soft, but it doesn't. Mine didn't crumble. It's just like soft.
Okay.
Mine's kind of scorched and wrinkly. Yeah. I think from the extra 20 some minutes that I had to keep it in there.
Yeah. It also sounds like maybe you increased the temperature a little to hurry it along.
No, I didn't.
No, you didn't?
So the recipe.
Oh, but you said it was tall. Was it like close to the element?
I guess that could be part of it. I think like part of the thing is they advise using a pumpkin that's only like 4 or 5 inches tall.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure my pumpkin was a solid and respectable 8 inches.
Yeah.
So, I think the custard was too deep to the bottom to get cooked down low right away in the afforded time. I should have kind of done a little lobotomy or whatever. Take the top off.
The lobotomy is the scooping out, right? Isn't that what a lobotomy is?
Yeah,
I guess you don't scoop out.
Go in
so
through the
you
nose,
scramble.
probably, right?
Yeah,
you just take a little bit,
or the eye. You can go in through the eye.
That's nice. Yeah, is that what the Egyptians did? Or no, the Egyptians went through the nose and
Egyptians through the nose. And then when lobotomies like started as like a medical practice, they were fully opening up the skull.
Oh.
Like the eye thing was an improvement. Yeah, isn't that bad?
It's like we got to get all the way in there. We're going to take out the part where you remember this or feel things or have thoughts because you're a woman and we don't need that. And then we're going to put your cap back on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do we want to talk about something else? Because I'm looking down at my custard and thinking about what you guys are saying, and then my stomach's a little.
Oh, that's not working for you?
Yeah, weirdly enough, no.
Brain-centric pumpkin talk.
No. Yeah, what does your custard look like that it's reminiscent of a brain?
I mean, you will see.
Okay.
Yeah.
He gets it.
This recipe, like I didn't scoop any pumpkin. I made a nice gourd chalice in which to pour my custard mix. And then it's 3 eggs, 4 egg yolks, sugar, vanilla extract, heavy cream, cornstarch, tiny little amount of cornstarch, and just a pinch of salt. And so I whisked it. I got it all whisked up nice. I got everything mixed together. And then I poured it into my pumpkin, set the oven for 400 degrees. It says, put it in on this cookie on a baking sheet at 400 degrees for 15 minutes uncovered. Boom, it's in there. Great. I think everything's going fine. 15 minutes are up. You're supposed to lightly put foil on it. I'm looking at it, I'm like, this doesn't look like it's even beginning to set or look like anything but just a hot mess. It's not even bubbling. It's not even giving me signs of cooking.
Yeah.
But 15 more minutes with foil. And you put the top of the pumpkin in there, I guess. I don't know why. But yeah. Then you, after that 15 minutes, you turn it down to 375, another 15 minutes, then you take the foil off, and then another 30 minutes. And then I looked and I was like, well, this isn't right at all.
Oh no.
Because it's telling you like 30 minutes or when you can put a knife in and pull it out and it's not just a wet, gross mess. And it was in fact a wet, gross mess. So so then it was 5 more minutes and then it was another 10 minutes and then it was 5 more minutes after that and 5 more minutes after that.
Oh no. Okay. And so you said you have never made a custard before?
No, I have not.
Okay. This is a weird method to make a custard in my experience. So I used to bake a lot. Like for a period of time, I thought I was going to be a professional baker. Like I've made wedding cakes and done commissions and stuff. So I have a reasonable baking experience, and just letting a custard sit, I am not surprised that it looks omelette-y. Because it's eggs, right?
Yeah,
that's how I've always done it. Yeah, and you're not supposed to use like a whisk or a fork. You're supposed to use like a wooden spoon is what it always.
Oh yeah, I definitely used to
always say.
Yeah, I mean it said whisk in the instructions, so I used the wire whisk.
The pilgrims didn't know what they were up to.
That might be true.
I mean, they probably found a whisk in the woods and they're like, well, I guess this will do.
They did grow naturally. Unfortunately, we've ended that. Uh-oh. Was that a bad reaction to a smell?
I was like, oh, I wonder what it smells like. Now that we've just talked about,
smelled mine.
It does just smell like eggs. It honestly just smells like straight up egg.
Okay, so Chelsea, yours looked omelette-y. I'm so glad you guys did the same recipe. Yours looked omelette-y.
Mine doesn't
yesterday though.
So I didn't cut into mine, so I didn't look at it. Like mine looked like it was all toasty on the top. Like it made sense. Like it looked right. Now it looks it just completely concaved in and it's like very flat.
It like souffled itself.
Yeah,
it like collapsed.
That's very sad looking. Yeah. I would show you guys, but I did scrape it. I can show you in a second. I just have the plate, but it is like.
I'm trying to position mine so I can smell it without you seeing it.
Yeah, that's. But then, like, okay, so I haven't tasted mine yet. But Ryan did take some of it, and then he tasted it, and he was like, "Oh my god, this is really good."
Oh.
I think that we don't agree because I'm smelling it and I'm like, this smells like breakfast. It does not smell like a dessert.
Did Ryan know it was supposed to be a dessert or did he think it was breakfast? You know, like maybe he just had different expectations.
I mean, he loves pumpkin pie.
I mean, is it possible that Ryan is taking part in the time-honored relationship art of
That's
lying to someone when they make something and you don't want it?
Well, I immediately was like, he was like
oh, gross.
He was shocked that it was good. Yeah, I'm sorry if you guys saw it. You didn't see it.
No, we didn't see it. We didn't see it.
Can't see anything.
Just laughing at you smelling it repeatedly.
Wait, can I talk about my favorite part about all of this?
Yes.
Did anybody keep their pumpkin seeds?
No.
Oh, I roasted the shit out of mine. Look
Hell
at that.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Right.
Yeah, I had to over roast them. I usually don't put oil on them, but I put oil and a ton of cumin. I'm trying to reduce my salt intake.
Cumin, nice.
It's so good, so crispy. 10 out of 10 on the pumpkin seeds.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And I love that you went savory. I love that you did cumin.
Yeah, I've done sweet before, but I just never. I'm not a sweet tooth.
Yeah,
I just don't have it.
Agreed. I'm glad we made pies.
Yeah.
Mine's not going to be sweet, so I'm going to have some sweet gooey egg. Oh no!
Yeah, this was an act of protest against the concept of dessert. We made
against the concept of things that taste good.
Can I tell you what else is in mine?
Yeah.
Please.
So far we have like little discs of what vegetable did we use? Pumpkin. Little discs of gourd, and then little slices of apple, and then currants.
Oh.
And
those are very in.
It took me a second. I was like, oh, are they?
Did I see them on
Are they the date? And then the rosemary, which I chose. I don't know if that's what ye old recipe maker. Yeah. But I like rosemary in, I don't know, this pie seemed more savory almost.
Oh, interesting.
Than just looking at the ingredients, like not a lot of sugar. It was 85 grams. I don't know what that translates to in terms of like tablespoons or cups. I don't know, but it didn't seem like a lot. And then the vermouth sack, whatever, and butter, and I don't know, y'all, it looks really gross.
You looked very sad when you looked at it. I don't think aesthetically any of us are pleased with the outcome.
No,
it does look very rustic. Like I could bring this to like a Lord of the Rings watch party or a Game of Thrones watch party. Or a Wheel of Time
I was gonna ask.
Party.
I was hoping you would say Wheel of Time too, because I was like, is that too highbrow for your...
Oh, but the thing that was weirdest about this is you don't throw... Okay, this was bonkers to me, and I don't know if this is a technique that persists or if this is craziness. There's also egg in it, but not like in the mixture. So you you dip the pumpkin slices in like a whisked egg as like you're making chicken fingers or something.
So they're
And then you
French
fry
toast
them.
pumpkin.
Oh,
yeah.
What?
Yeah, you fry them. You put your handful of herbs in with the eggs, whisk it all together, dip your pumpkin, fry your pumpkin, and that's supposed to. What it said was that's supposed to help it maintain its shape.
Sure,
which
it is.
I guess it did. I don't know.
I mean, my pumpkin didn't maintain its shape, so you'll see. You'll see what the alternative could have been.
Hey, I don't know. I did the recipe also just called for crust. So I just used a modern recipe for crust. I used my go-to Smitten Kitchen crust recipe. So maybe that was cheating.
I mean, I would have just bought one from the store because I have no talent.
Yeah. You could have hollowed out the one that you got sent by mistake. Just scoop all the pie out of that.
Yeah. So this has been a very busy couple weeks. And so I didn't let me rephrase. I didn't want to make time to go to the grocery store, and I was willing to pay somebody to bring me my groceries instead. So I ordered a pie pumpkin, and what I ordered was listed as being in the produce section, and it had a picture of a pumpkin, of a gourd, and what they brought me was a pumpkin pie. And I was like, okay, well, now I got to go to the store anyway. Great. And then when I tried to check out, I went to self-checkout because obviously, and pie pumpkins were not in the system. So I had to either talk to somebody or pay the full price for like a full pumpkin. And I was like,
full pumpkin,
$6 it is.
I was so proud of my little pumpkin that I got because I texted you both the picture
of
the little baby pie pumpkin that I purchased. It's a nice, just good looking pumpkin from like a shared farm thing in Pennsylvania. Great stuff. And then I did this to it, which makes me sad. Honestly, crime. I now understand what it's like to have raised a child who didn't meet my expectations. It's like, oh, you had so much potential, and I somehow ruined you.
That's how I feel about a lot of my plants. Like, I did this to you. So sorry.
Oh God, my orchid died this week.
Oh
after like 5 years. I managed to keep it alive for 5 years, and then I looked up and it was just like, nope, but I'm done.
What's the lifespan of an orchid? Maybe it's only 5 years.
Maybe that's it. Look, I'm gonna go ahead and take your word for it the same way that I believed my parents telling me that my other fish ate all the other fish.
Yeah.
And that we just needed to buy new ones.
No, your orchid didn't die. We sent it upstate.
It was like a red-tailed shark looking fish.
That feels like it would eat other fish.
I mean, it could, but it definitely, quote unquote, ate fish that were way larger than it. I feel like it was a ruse for.
I mean, if you go for the jugular and then take your time,
that's fair.
With the rest of it, like this could have happened, you know.
Plus, who knows how they get in and out of that tank? Maybe they keep the bodies somewhere. Fish crime.
Yeah, do fish eat bones? What happened? Okay, I have a question for you. Do you guys know how to tell if a pumpkin is ripe?
Is it? Do you just thump on it like you thump on a cantaloupe?
You touch the top.
Okay, how do you tell if a cantaloupe is ripe? What do you mean you touch the top?
So this might be wrong. When I went to a pumpkin field, that's not true. Pumpkin patch with some people. Somebody tried to grab a pumpkin and they have really big thorns on the top.
Yeah, one got me on.
Whenever the thorns are gone is when they're ripe.
Oh, one got me. So mine wasn't ripe. Maybe that's part of why mine
probably
is weird.
So you can only pick a pumpkin with consent.
Yeah. That's nice.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nice to know that pumpkins are more progressive than humans are.
I'm also curious. You guys didn't have to do this. How would you go about peeling a pumpkin? Because I had to peel mine.
Oh no! I saw something about tomatoes, and peeling tomato is easier.
Yeah, I think I just use like a vegetable peeler, like a potato peeler.
Yeah, that's how I started.
And just
it does not cooperate with that.
Well, because like when you try to skin a mango or something, like it gets so slippery to a certain point that you can no longer, like, I don't know what it is. Potatoes really let you hold them when you're taking their skin off. But a lot of other fruits and veggies just do not.
Yeah, no, the pumpkin was not interested in the potato peeler. It sounded like I was going to break my potato peeler. So I ended up using like a chef's knife to cut it off. And even that was really hard. And I was like, I am going to lose a finger. I'm going to lose a finger for debut buddies. And I'm going to have to record this episode from the emergency room. like this is so hard. And it like dulled the shit out of my knife. So I Googled it and everything was like, you cook it, you cook the pumpkin. And
that's what I was going to say.
Sure.
But I was like, but I got to cook it after. I got to cook it after. So maybe I should have cooked it and then cooked the pie a shorter amount of time. What were they were pumpkins easier to peel in 1500?
Maybe they were really old. Maybe they waited till they started to get crumbly. Like, you got to wait till the banana's a little bit brown before you put it in baked goods.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
Got to wait until the
squishy pumpkin philosophy.
Squished.
Yeah, that would make sense because then that would align with the recipe's need to preserve the shape, right? Like they're working so hard to keep its shape by dipping it in egg and frying it. Maybe that's because it was supposed to be soft. They really should have put that in the like, not to criticize Sarah Woolley, I think was her name.
But a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, Sarah Woolley, no friend of the podcast, that's for sure.
I do think last name was Woolley. I'm not totally sure on the first one, but I did read that she was like a little Ina Garten of her time.
What?
She was like publishing recipe books and cookbooks, I suppose is what they call them, and hosting like teaching classes.
Oh my gosh. So this was the one from the 1500s, right?
Yeah.
I thought this was a recent person that posted this recipe, and that's where I was confused. I was like, I mean, okay, like she's doing good.
No. I
was like, be careful about what if she listens to this?
No, she's so dead.
I'll walk it back.
Sarah Woolley, I assume.
Sarah Woolley, if you want to Ouija at us, it's at Debut Buddies on your Ouija board. We'd love to have you as part of the social following.
Y'all, I'm so excited. So I'm going to do a little tangent about pottery. Is that okay?
Great.
It ties into Ouija boards. So there is this ceramicist I follow on Instagram. Her handle is EMD Studios, M as in Mother Mary. May I drink some milk? I don't know. Whatever. I don't know the phonetic alphabet. Anyway, she's a great artist. And this is one of her mugs, the one I'm drinking out of. But my mugs with like the ghost cats and Baphomet are also from her. Anyway, she dropped a new line of products for spooky season, one of which is a Ouija board along the outside of the mug, and it's like carved, so the mug is like a matte black, and she carved through the black to make the letters pop in like the white underlay. And she posted on her Instagram story when she was making this mug, and she was like, well, I'm only gonna make one of these suck dicks to make. And I was like, fuck, okay, I have got to like set a reminder for when she releases these products so that I can get the Ouija mug. And then I fucking forgot that I needed to do that, and I was like at a movie, so my alarm didn't go off. And when I got online, it was still available, and I was able to buy it. And her like everything else was sold out, and that was still there, to the point like I was so shocked that I messaged her afterward and was like, was this a website glitch or did I get it? And she was like, no, it's you. I'm so glad you got it.
Aw.
So
what a wonderful story.
That's like the power of manifestation, y'all. I secreted a Ouija mug into my life.
And now when you're drinking coffee and it moves on its own, you can be like, yeah, I asked for this.
Yeah, so spooky.
It's the ghost of a tea that someone drank once.
Don't make my coffee taste weird, please. Did you guys read any of the history of your pies?
Yeah. Do I remember it? No. Let me look at the really long story on the.
But yours were American, yeah?
Pumpkin pie may have been at the original Thanksgiving in America. However, it was not the pie we know today. Yeah, it is North America, English settlers. But it says it's filled with milk, honey, spices to make a custard. But the stupid recipe doesn't have
honey or spices.
Huh. It's a real fuck you of recipe. I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah, agreed. Agreed.
Anytime when you're gonna say that a thing needs 8 to 12 hours to finish, you should put that up top. I'm just saying. Like, you don't go to Kelly. What movie did you see before you manifested your Ouija?
Oh, I was at Smile.
How long was Smile?
2 hours.
2 hours, yeah.
It's like 1 hour and 50.
And did they tell you that up front, or did they tell you like it's 2 hours, but it was an 8-hour long movie instead?
Well, so it did say 1 hour and 53 minutes, but that does not account for the trailers.
That's okay. See, and that's the problem. I forgot about pie trailers.
Pie trailer.
Yeah, coming attractions.
Post-credit pie.
Post-credit pie. Yeah.
We're getting all the desserts together. We're forming an elite attack group.
Oh, it's gosh. Still Sammy J for some reason.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
man, are you in every franchise, Sammy?
Yeah, and then he's like, what's in your wallet? And then he sells you some Capital One credit cards.
Yeah, I was thinking of where he's Mr. Glass.
Oh, yeah. Unbreakable.
And, Unbreakable. And then that
Split.
one with
McAvoy.
Split.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Split was really
Rudy
good.
McBruderson. Yeah.
Split is a good example of a thing that you don't know what it is until the end. Where you're like, oh.
No, spoilers.
No. We both are like, shh. And then we just push the headphones.
I didn't say what the end was. I'm just saying that it's the opposite of this pie.
See, now I know that the whole movie I've got to be like watching for it. Like, oh, Nate said that it was Trixie, so now I gotta watch for the trick.
I mean, it is M. Night Shyamalan.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Is it right?
I think it is. Yeah, now that you say it, I think that's right.
Isn't there a new movie coming out?
There is. I saw the trailer for it ahead of Smile, and I remember thinking, okay, maybe? M. Night, okay, but I don't remember anything.
Anything about it. Yep.
But that happens every single time. Every single one is like, okay,
this might
like
be
like old was that way.
I haven't seen that one either. And I'm very confused. There were a lot of different things happening on Twitter while that movie came out. So I'm still not sure what all of the pieces are. Like, I know that there's a beach that makes you old. And is Adam Driver also a centaur in it? Or is that something else?
I don't know if Adam Driver's in it, but I haven't seen it. So,
but is he a centaur in something?
I don't know. I don't know if he is a centaur in something or if he was just a centaur in like the mind's eye of Twitter for a day. Yeah. I don't know.
I think Twitter wants to put his torso on lots of different stuff.
On a horse? Man.
Well, yeah. I mean,
yeah, I guess so.
Got the hog on a horse, right? Everybody's like,
oh.
It's a Burberry ad.
Oh, it was an ad.
Mm-hmm.
Directed by M. Night Shyamalan.
What's the relationship there?
Wait,
is the ad also on a beach?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
The answer to that is yes.
I see what happened then. Thank you.
I'm glad that we got to that conclusion because I am trying to look up the director of the ad.
The beach. Got it. Okay.
Yeah, a lot of beach stuff at the time. But I feel like that didn't get great reviews. I did not see it. The cast looked interesting. But anyway, are we gonna taste the pumpkins?
Yeah, I think we should.
We're gonna taste the pie.
I think we need to.
Are we doing a visual share first?
Yeah.
I want to do. Yeah.
I've taken a photo of mine and I'll post it on our Twitter. So follow at Debut Buddies if you want to see the unseeable and know the unknowable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll send you photos of mine too. So how are you gonna send me a picture of your pie right now, or are you gonna hold it up to the camera?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to send a picture.
I'm gonna hold it up to the camera.
Show me.
Look, you can see it. You can see it. It's slowly creeping into the shot.
It looks distressing, and I can't tell if it's like okay, let me describe. Oh, no. Okay,
It looks so burnt.
It looks so burnt. For the home listener, it looks like a
oh my god.
You know how the skin of apples gets really gross if you leave it on the counter too long?
Yep.
That's a little bit what I'm seeing here.
Here's what I'm going to tell you though. It peels off really easily. So that I think that answers your
confirmed.
Like,
no, what does it look like under? Like when you peel that off, is it burnt all the way through, or
no, it's like
orange?
See, look, I made a little flap for you. Look at that.
Oh man, it's like gray though. Or is that the lighting?
That's the lighting. It's a sickly beige still though.
That's harsh.
Look,
Chelsea, I just received your photo. Yours is cute.
Mine doesn't look as sad as yours. I didn't cook it. I cooked it for 10 minutes longer because my knife did not come out clean the first time. I have a picture of it yesterday. I will send you guys that picture.
Yours looks like the picture depicted in the recipe on the website.
So the second picture I sent you guys is the one from last night where it didn't look sad, and then this morning it was flattened out.
Oh, it was like domed.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute.
Right?
They both look good though.
Thanks. This is what it looks like in the little tiny plate. They said scrape out the pumpkin.
Oh yeah.
It looked like, I smelled it because it looks like, mine looks like ice cream.
That's what custard should look like.
Yeah, and so it doesn't look too bad, but it does smell only like egg.
See, mine just kind of looks like scrambled eggs. It's not terrible.
But it's not good.
Okay, hold on. Let me get mine going.
It has the proper consistency, right? It's got like a pudding-esque energy to it.
I feel like this is like
Are you ready?
Like a Fear Factor. Oh.
Ooh, okay.
It looks
it does look more like a savory pie.
Yeah, it does. I don't
want to eat it right now.
Do you know what temperature
like
y'all's is supposed to be eaten at?
That's a thing we're supposed to check.
I mean, I just don't know if your recipe mentioned it.
Well, you're supposed to keep it in a cold garage overnight. So Nate's is super hot right now, I assume.
Yeah.
Mine was hot an hour after I took it out of the oven.
Yeah, it's still warm.
Yeah, mine's cold. So mine's got at least kind of like, last night I was like, ooh, this is, because pies, sometimes they are way better when they're hot. Custard and a pumpkin, I don't think goes that way.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't feel like custard's ever supposed to really be like warm when you consume it.
I'll send you some.
Great. Yeah.
Or we put it in your garage. I did like the ending being like, you should put it in your garage. And I was like,
fine. Did you?
I went downstairs, went into my
just left it in your car?
Basement garage. No, I put it in the refrigerator.
It's pretty presumptuous too. It's like anybody reading this website has a garage. Come on.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
Some people are baking pumpkin pies in the city.
I'm not even in the city. I don't got a garage.
Yeah.
Garages are hard to come by.
All right. Are we tasting? Are we going for a tasty taste?
All right. Yes.
Yeah.
Let's
I'm really afraid. I feel like I've psyched myself out. Okay.
Okay. I've been through worse.
That's not bad.
Also not bad.
The pumpkin is helpful. So do recommend scraping the pumpkin. I'm sorry if you guys, I know my mic is very sensitive. We're getting like squish sounds from me. Like, I'm not
Chelsea's going for a second bite.
Yeah, this is my third.
Oh.
It's not as bad as I thought it would be. It's not great. I'm probably not going to make it ever again. It was a lot of effort.
Yeah.
I want to go. It's making me want to go buy ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
I was just thinking mine should definitely be warm and it would benefit with ice cream.
A la mode.
I do
Did you just try a bite with potato?
Yeah, with
pumpkin in it.
I did. It's a weird texture. The rosemary is good. I feel good about that choice.
Mm-hmm.
I think what's upsetting me is the egg bath.
Oh, interesting.
I'm getting a lot of egg bath.
Yeah, there's a lot of egg in mine too. Like it's not the worst thing.
Y'all's is full on custard. Yeah, is yours? Nate, talk to me about your texture. Is it like an omelet?
No, it's actually pretty smooth and creamy.
Oh,
like
good.
It sort of has it has the chunky outwardness of an omelet, but it belies
But inside
a gooey center. Yeah.
So you have
Cute.
some left over. Can you refrigerate it and then report back to us tomorrow morning?
Yeah, let's get an
Yes.
update on this bad
Yeah,
boy.
yeah. I'll throw this in there and then hope for the best.
So I think that you may have done better in general on yours because my whisking capabilities and the fact that I still had lumps of cornstarch when I poured mine, I was so tired. I was like, fuck it, you're going into the oven. I can't. I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm not going to do it. I stayed up probably 2 extra hours later than I would just to make sure that this pie was this pie. This goo.
Yeah, that's a pie.
This goo. This goo.
I will say the pumpkin is very striking. Like if you were hosting Thanksgiving and you popped that on your table as like a centerpiece, like throw a wreath around that bad boy.
Oh yeah.
Like that's cute. Not so much Nate's, but Chelsea's.
I mean, look, you could get a pretty big wreath and kind of cover up the problems.
Oh, that's
so
true.
That you could only see the center part.
Oh, and you know what? If you went ahead and peeled the whole thing,
yeah,
maybe yeah, you can make it work.
Oh, I was like, that kind of scares me. I don't know why. When I think of peeled items, I guess it's fine. It should be fine. I just added a bunch of cinnamon, but I think I added too much, and now there's more cinnamon than. Oh, we'll find out.
I'm like slowly.
No, that's great. Add cinnamon.
Yeah.
10 out of 10. 4 out of 10. It was a 10 out of 10.
I'm slowly trying each piece individually. And so far, I forgot to describe part of the recipe. It called for sharp apples.
So like crab apples?
I went Granny Smith because I was like,
oh, but would it be crab apples? Ew.
We're saying ew. I don't know what a crab apple is.
Crab apples? They're very tart.
Yeah, they're like the little ones that like you'll see them in the city sometimes. They're just like the apples that grow on untended apple trees, and they're usually tiny and they're really bitter.
Yeah, maybe that's what they want. Because it did seem like it was supposed to be not sweet. Although I don't know, that's me basing it on like how like sharp cheddar. You know how like sharp cheddar is like spicy cheddar? I was like, I guess they mean spicy apple.
Maybe you just needed apples in little tuxedos and looking sharp.
Yeah. Damn. Yeah, I did this all wrong.
I'm going to put the pumpkin in a tuxedo next time that I do this, which is never. But, I figure that way the tuxedo can burn away first and then the pumpkin will be unharmed.
No, it'll be like a striptease. Ugh. Yeah. Sorry, the currents aren't good. It just hit me.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry, but I did enjoy watching that real time.
Yeah, listeners, we got a very active realization face, followed by a disgust face.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to make this one again.
I don't think any of us are.
I don't think it's bad, though. I don't think it's bad.
But if you have a Lord of the Rings watch party or a Wheel of Time watch party,
no, I'd probably go like shepherd's
something that
pie.
Tastes good. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like
I do
Hardy.
like a
exactly.
Put a couple hobbits in there, chop them up, real nice.
No,
what? The meat is so tender because they're lazy.
No, what? They're not. They move around a lot. They do a lot of stuff. They do that yard work. They depending on which hobbits they migrate. We don't have to talk about it.
Wait, hobbits migrate?
Yeah.
What do they do with their little houses?
They don't have houses. It's little carts on their back that they have to take with them.
Oh, they're like little turtles.
Yeah, it's really cute.
Okay, I retract my hobbit comment. We don't have to eat hobbits.
If I identify with any mythical character, it's going to be a hobbit. Or any fantasy character, it's a hobbit. So, being the little buddy that I am.
Oh, listener, she just fell down again.
Oh, damn.
It's all those phone books on her chair in front of the microphone.
We got to get you a buckle for your baby seat.
This is like baby food.
It is very baby food dessert. I don't think it's bad, but I also I think what we've done is stumbled upon like, hey, look, the standard for like food has changed substantially.
Yeah.
And doing old kinds of food turns out it's not as great, you know?
I think it's just not for me.
We did it for appreciation, so we could appreciate what we have today. To be thankful in this month of thinking things.
Okay, so wait, how do you guys feel about regular pumpkin pie? Like traditional, well, you know what I mean? Contemporary pumpkin pie.
I like postmodern pumpkin pie most, I think.
Well, I feel like this is almost postmodern pumpkin pie at this point.
Yeah.
Like we've wrapped back around.
What I created definitely defies convention. I only this time of year. I don't have any interest in it any other time, but like on a Thanksgiving, I would eat a slice of pumpkin pie. I have a pretty limited appetite for it though otherwise, but I want some Cool Whip on there, and I'm going to get down with it.
If there is pumpkin pie and also pecan pie, which one are you choosing?
Pumpkin.
Pecan pie.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm with you, Chelsea.
Whoa.
Pumpkin all the way.
Who chooses pecan pie? What kind of person are you, Nate?
Yeah, why?
It's got that delicious sticky stuff on top.
The Caro syrup.
And it's buttery. It's buttery and it's got toasted nuts on there. I don't know. I think that's good.
So, I don't know. Maybe I should revisit it now. No. Maybe. No.
I feel like I made one as a grown up, not recently, but during my bacon years. So my go-to pumpkin pie includes a praline sauce. So I get the pecans. I don't ever make it. I don't make the praline sauce. I just make the pie because I don't need that. But would that change your mind, Nate?
If it's got praline sauce on the pumpkin pie?
Yeah, like praline and pumpkin versus straight up pecan. Which one are you going?
I mean, I like the sound of pralines and pumpkin. I'd go that direction. Yeah. Okay. I'm not like hooked on pecan pie. I just like it's such a rarity that the times I've eaten it, I remember being like, wow, this is really different and good, and I like it.
Okay.
I think mine is like I do have a memory of eating one, but it was like one of the little plastic ones in a bag, and I was watching my brother.
She just fell down again.
Oh no. I was watching my brother do karate, and I was like 4, and I was like at the karate place because my entire childhood was watching my brother do some kind of a sport and sitting in the stands. So then I remember having the plastic, and this is like a very vivid memory, and I remember nothing else about my childhood but this moment of eating this and being like, gross.
So you're just sitting in like a dojo.
Yeah.
Eating pecan pie out of like a clamshell container.
Yeah, no, it was like it came from like a vending machine. So maybe that's my problem. Maybe I've only had vending machine pecan pie, and that's my problem. So I am willing to admit that I may be in the wrong.
So pecan pie is not a Thanksgiving staple in your household then?
Oh, absolutely not.
Was pie a big part of Thanksgiving?
Oh yeah, you know my grandma. Are you kidding me? Of course,
I know. She strikes me as a pecan pie gal.
She's a pumpkin.
Hell yeah, love her.
Does she make a pecan pie and I ignore it? No, I'm pretty sure she just makes pumpkin. Oh no, I'm gonna have to call my grandma.
I bet she also makes like a chocolate pie, or is it like a one pie choice?
She doesn't do chocolate. Yeah, I think that she just does pumpkin. She might actually do a pecan for one of her kids that prefers that. But I always avoided it like the plague because of the karate.
Yeah.
Well, I think honestly we should find a dojo to go to, and we should have pumpkin pie there because because you would have been going in the late 80s, I'm guessing, or early 90s to this karate dojo.
Yeah. Early 90s, yeah.
So sanitation is not the same. Like they're not wiping down everything, and a karate dojo is all like foam mats covered with boy sweat. So if you're like literally trying to eat pie in a room that is just a foot smell.
Yeah. Do you think that you like got staph infection later and you're just like tying those two memories together?
It's possible. It is quite possible.
So what about you, Nate? What was your like pie situation growing up?
Oh, I mean,
on Thanksgiving.
Yeah. I mean, I think pretty much just pumpkin. I'm trying to think of anyone who maybe an apple pie now and again.
Yeah,
like we didn't
apples.
make stuff like that. I never
Oh.
had pies growing up. Like pies weren't a thing that happened unless we went to someone's house for a meal and they had
Oh,
pie.
okay. Yeah, yeah,
I mean, otherwise it was like, oh, well, here's a grocery store pie.
yeah.
But yeah, homemade pies were not like a huge thing. We were more like a savory food family. It's like
That's valid.
roasted
really-
vegetables and chili and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, we weren't having pie for
Commendable.
like dinner.
No, you were.
Like,
you
like
know
we
you
were doing normal stuff for. I mean, I assume normal stuff. I guess I've never like compared.
We're gonna
dinner
discuss it
notes.
right now and be like, wait, what? You had what?
Like pasta and veggie.
For Thanksgiving?
No, not for Thanksgiving. For Thanksgiving was the only time that we did pies. And it was always both. It was always pecan and pumpkin.
Huh. Wow.
I think my other side of the family, they do pecan. Or am I just misremembering because it's like bathed in a negative light when it comes to food? I might just be like, obviously it's only pecan and she just always makes like my favorite pie, but because of memories, it's been bathed in pecan. Maybe now I will remember it as this like pumpkin custard.
Yeah.
There you go.
Like she always made the pumpkin custard.
You're incept the pumpkin custard into your memory.
Perfect. I'm okay with that. Now in 3 years, they'll be like, oh, have you ever had pumpkin custard? Yeah, every year, my entire life.
Grew up with it.
Used to just bury my tiny head inside the pumpkin and lick out the last remnants. Parents used to call me old pumpkin head.
Oh gosh.
Let's do the Mouthguard report.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Mouthguard Report. Open wide.
I don't have any Mouthguard related news to share, but I have Garfield news to share that I will tell you. I purchased Garfield cart on sale for $3 from the PlayStation Store.
So happy.
And it's not great. It's kind of annoyingly bad.
So perfect.
Annoyingly bad. How? Like, in what way?
It's so you're dealing with like John is in the game and so is Garfield, but everyone's like sizing is just kind of the same. They're all in uniformly similar sized carts, and then the roadways that you drive around in are just insanely large. It's like the movie Cats, where they arbitrarily made the actors small, but not in a small that makes sense for the actual sizes of things.
Yeah.
So you're like driving through a neighborhood and the road is like 7 carts or 20 or whatever. It's like it's extremely wide, but you're still like a cat, and then there's a full-sized man in a similar sized cart. But it was worth the $3. My one and only note would be that they should make all of the engines just make meows in different pitches when you're revving the
That'd be
engine.
perfect.
You know, because I found myself while playing it going like meow meow meow. You know, because that I had to do something to entertain myself while I was playing.
Like that makes it worth the $3.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like you
definitely.
definitely got like $3 worth of enjoyment out of it. So okay, I've never played Mario Kart, but I understand that you like throw stuff to impede.
Yeah, you can throw shells to hit things. You can drop
So
banana
do you throw
peels.
like lasagna? Do you throw normal?
Good question.
Like, what do you throw?
What do you throw? Oh man, you throw stuff that doesn't really make sense.
Oh.
It's a lot of odds and
Still
ends
shells.
objects. Yeah, like it's like balls and things like that. It's you know. Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't spend enough time with the game to give you like a thoughtful breakdown of the power-ups.
Concept of Monday. Okay.
But they did use power-ups. and you know what? I mean, maybe I'll go back and I'll play it at like the fastest cart level and maybe I'll find some joy in it. I don't know.
Did you go through the settings? Maybe you can configure the size of the carts.
There's a lot of like color scheme customization. There's different carts that handle different ways. So you can put Garfield in like a blue and gold cart that's really good acceleration but bad steering. Like you got a lot of options.
That's a lot of strategy you got to consider.
Yeah, you really got to think about how you're gonna beat the computer in its
Oh, wait. So
horrible
can you
room.
only play as Garfield or can you play as John if you wanted to?
Oh, you can play as John, Odie, Nermal, Liz, the girlfriend cat, Arlene.
Oh.
Forgot about the girlfriend cat.
And maybe one or two. Oh yeah, you can play as like the mouse, his mouse friend, and something else. There's like
and
8
is the
different...
mouse the same cart size as everybody
they're
else?
all pretty much the same. It's like it's just, it's a cheaply made game.
So the carts are the same size, but does that mean that like Garfield is John sized while he's driving the cart, or is he just tiny driving this giant cart?
I think it's more that John is Garfield sized driving.
John is Garfield sized.
like they made it so that a human adult man is no wider than a cat, but just slightly taller sticking out of the cart.
Okay.
Yeah. Which, I mean, that makes absolute sense. You're both cat owners. I have dogs. I mean, I'm literally the same size as them other than height.
Yeah, I mean, my cat is thick, so that actually works for me.
All right, Mouthguard stuff. Anything?
No.
My teeth hurt.
Okay.
Wow, this is the most boring Mouthguard report.
The Mouthguard Report. Open wide.
Maybe we should call it the Mouthgarfield Report, and we can report back with Garfield stories as well if necessary.
I see what you did there.
And you know what else? You're gonna see what I did there, because we're gonna play See What You Did There.
Yay.
Oh, thank God. I need a pen.
This week, all of these are pie related. Okay? There's pie related stuff in here. Kelly, you get to go first.
Great.
Number 1.
Remember to speak slow so I can take notes.
Okay, I will.
If you could write these on a computer and then text them, that would help me. Okay, no. Okay,
I could start doing that. I mean, that's kind of a Jeopardy rule. Like, they put it up on the screen, too. A boy, a tiger, and a boat lost at sea come up with a zany startup idea that will never work.
Okay. I know that this is Life of Pi.
Yeah, you see where I'm going.
But I don't see where you've been. I don't know what to do next. Okay, a zany startup idea that will never work.
And it doesn't have to be a startup. I'm just using startup, but like it's a zany idea that will never work.
It's a zany idea that will never work. Okay, thank you, because I was definitely focused on startup as opposed to zany. Okay.
No, that's the thing. I put in words that you don't need, and that's part of why this is an irritating thing to be a part of.
Well, it's mostly irritating because I'm stupid. Okay,
that's not true.
Life of
Okay, now we need a new segment called Kelly's Not Stupid.
Life of I'll quit the show. Life of Liletta. Oh, sorry. No, you know what I was thinking there is the brand of my IUD is Liletta. That's not it.
Hey,
that is a zany
enough to
idea.
work.
Is it just a synonym for a zany idea?
Yeah.
It starts with pie?
Yeah. A synonym for a zany idea that will never work. And yeah, it starts with
never
pie.
Work.
Yeah.
Life of piracy.
I like what you're doing with Life of Pi. You got that.
Yeah, thanks. I'm just gonna keep repeating it until like I somehow accumulate a point.
Oh, I'm giving you a point for that. Yeah.
I don't know. Chelsea, do you know what the second part is?
Life of Pinata.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, that's fun. I think my pie would have been a better pinata than it is a pie.
That's
It
true.
would
It might
certainly
have
be a
been
messy pinata.
Very gratifying to hit this thing off a T-ball tee. Oh, think about it.
I feel like, well, how like heavy is it?
Would it go very far? Would it go over the would it be one of those ones that smushes against?
Yeah.
The
Yeah. I
thing?
mean, I think it's more likely.
Would you hit
that
it and then you would stop?
I think it would bend around the bat, and then there would just sort of be like a backsplash. I would just get covered in pie, and then a little bit would fling straight out.
Yeah,
That sounds great. Do that.
Yeah. I'll start making videos. We'll put it on our Patreon and our OnlyFans. Listeners.
Oh
start
God.
viral OnlyFans.
That absolutely exists. That exists somewhere.
I mean, these pies would probably be very up that alley.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Okay. I was going for Life of Pie in the Sky. Pie in the Sky.
Oh. I do see what you did there.
You see what I did there. Okay, Chelsea, number 2. Slap the first 6 digits of pi together with this 1980s Nina song about 2 kids whose nearly 100 floating toy store purchases accidentally trigger a nuclear holocaust.
Say the first part again.
First part is slap the first 6 digits of pi together with this 1980s Nina song. Nena is the name of the band. About 2 kids whose nearly 100 floating toy store purchases accidentally trigger a nuclear holocaust.
Okay.
So I know the first 6 digits of pi.
I don't. I know the first 3 digits, and that's it. I had 3.14 something 99 left balloons.
6599
left balloons. Thanks.
Yeah, you see what I did there. It's 3.141599 left balloons.
Oh, it's 15, not 65.
Yeah,
wow.
But you know what I was doing.
Yeah.
Good job.
We see. Ugh, made me feel math stupid.
Yeah,
Nate,
girl,
you're just making
you
us feel
know.
dumb today.
Aw. Even with the pie I made, you're going to
this is fair.
Lambast me after the pie I made.
It's fair.
I created an abomination unto God.
No, it tasted fine.
That's fair. Yeah. I mean, but don't all sins taste a little sweet?
Okay.
Number 3, Kelly. Wait a minute. Those aren't rats this guy is leading out of town. They're children. And he's leading them right into David Lynch's first movie about fatherhood.
Okay, that's the Pied Piper.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you know it.
Oh, Pied Piper Racerhead?
Yeah, Pied Piper Racerhead. You see what I did there? Pretty good.
Ah, I did one.
You did it.
I did one.
That's 2 consecutive experiences where you've knocked them out. Boom. Smash.
Oh God. Okay, I'm so sweaty. Jesus.
Okay, Chelsea, number 4. You probably can't buy this round-brimmed hat with a flat crown from this longtime home decor and gewgaw retailer known for its dockside nomenclature.
Excuse me?
Will you say that second
All
bit
of
again?
that again?
Yeah. Okay. You probably can't buy a round-brimmed hat with a flat crown from this longtime home decor and gewgaw retailer known for its dockside nomenclature.
Okay.
So you need a type of hat and a place where you can buy gewgaws that has
I
a
got the
dockside
hat.
name.
What the fuck is a gewgaw?
You know, like paper mache parrots and shit that you hang in your house.
Oh yeah, I know. Is that a regional word?
Gewgaw?
Yeah.
I don't know. I assumed it was a pervasive, like one of the traveling folk words that Alvin Schwartz has uncovered for us.
Oh well, I only learned Alvin Schwartz as a grown-up, so maybe I missed it.
Oh yeah.
Maybe this is a gap for me.
A gewgaw gap.
A gewgaw gap.
You got a real gewgaw gap there.
I really do. People are always saying that.
Everybody on Instagram's all about the gewgaw gap. Taking pictures of it, showing it off.
Or OnlyFans.
Hey, where are you putting that gewgaw? In your gap?
Pork pie. I was worried. I'm glad this is the last one.
This is the last one, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was worried because I've told this anecdote on Never Show the Monster before because it's like a core memory for me. But years ago in an interview, who's that actress? Machine Gun Kelly.
Megan
Fox referred to her vagina as her pie. And it stresses me out and I don't like it. And it's like an intrusive thought at this point.
It's very
I
gross.
think about it I think about her pie all the time. It's just because of the language she chose.
So do you think like there's tongue emoji, pie emoji happening
Ew.
a lot between them?
Ugh. Yeah, and then like a blood emoji. Is there a blood emoji?
There's probably
Oh, sure. Yeah, there's at least like the drops
two,
of
like
blood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or there's like a vampire emoji.
Blah.
Oh,
Maybe we could do that.
that simplifies it. Then you're down to 2 emojis. You don't need all 3.
Round brimmed hat with flat crown. Is it a top hat?
It's a shorter hat than that. Think about one that might have the word that we're talking about in it. The thing that we did.
Wait, you know the second part?
No. I don't know hats, and I don't know. I know crafts. Yeah.
I don't know gigas.
I am struggling a lot. Wait. Nope. Got nothing. Wait.
Nope. I know the hat. Do you want to work together?
Yeah, what's the hat?
Work together.
Pie? Wait, what is it?
Pork pie?
Mm-hmm.
Which I've only ever heard, so I don't know if I'm saying it right.
Yeah, it's a pork pie hat.
Okay.
It's like the type of hat that Buster Keaton wore.
Is it two words? Is it pork like a pig space pie?
Yeah. Pork pie.
And then is it yeah, I don't have any ideas about the second
repeat it.
Nomenclature.
It's a longtime home decor and giga retailer known for its dockside nomenclature.
When we say dockside nomenclature, are we saying like gone fishing?
Is it like pork pie year 1?
Oh,
it
pork
is.
Pier 1.
It is pork Pier 1.
Nice,
yes.
nice.
You see what I did
Kelly,
there?
You killed it on this one.
The point goes to Kelly. Kelly, a 3-1 victory this week on.
You know
I see
what
the
the trick is? Like
drive yourself
massive
slowly
sleep
mad.
deprivation.
yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah. Basically, if you deprive yourself from oxygen for long enough, you will start to think the way I think on a regular basis, and then it unlocks the universe for you.
Oh, pork pie year 1. We love
it.
Pier 1 Imports. Did you ever go to a Pier 1 Imports?
Yeah.
They actually did sell paper mache parrots when I was a kid, because I remember going with my mom, and it was like wooden shelves and baskets, and there were just like colorful parrots that were, decorations in the 80s that you would just like hang fake birds around your house.
Did they like move? Were they like you pull its tail and its head?
Oh,
like,
interesting.
No, yeah, it was just it was perfectly still. It was like this is a serious decoration that you're probably paying, I don't know, probably paying like $10 for it then, so it's like a $50 parrot.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I mean, if it could move, if I could like move its wings and stuff, I'd put that in my house.
Oh yeah. Yeah. If you could teach it to do stuff. If they made a parrot that was also a Roomba, and it would just like fly down and like suck up stuff, like you had a spill, right? Or like you being a cat owner, cats like to kick litter out now and again, right? So
Or
you just got this
Or
bird
shit
that just like
everywhere.
swoops down and deals with it for you.
That would be nice.
My cat would murder the bird. My cat would take that down.
My cat would probably hide under the bed. This will work. This will work for me.
Great. Well, we'll design a bird of prey model so that more aggressive cats are scared off, because it'll be like, oh, fuck, an owl is in here. But it's only an owl for shit, guys. It's only an owl for shit.
An owl for shit. All right, that's the dream. This is the dream. You're just creating the perfect.
It really is.
The perfect place. The perfect future. This is the perfect future.
Yeah,
is an owl for shit.
This is perfect.
No.
It's just the newest addition to the Internet of Things. An owl for shit.
An owl for shit.
So we made first pumpkin pies. It's our first cooking / baking episode of this podcast, and it's the
will
first
not be our
pumpkin
last.
pie.
No, we're gonna do more.
I am 100% down to try other things, and I hope that they either go much better or much worse than this for comedic reasons. I want a wholesale disaster, not like this is tragic, but it's it's not funny enough, right? It's just
Yeah.
tragedy, and even time isn't going to make this comedy. But yeah, what do you think? How many Debs are you giving your pie that you made, or maybe the recipe? I don't know. We don't have to like flame the recipe. Like Deb your pie.
2.
Okay. 2. I just have a question on the rubric. So I'm grading literally the pie and not like my experience of creating the pie.
I think you can combine it. I think that's fair. Yeah.
Okay, that's going to bring down the average. I'll give it a 3.
Mm.
I'm going to give mine a 3 also. It was kind of like, it was fun to do.
Yeah.
Now you guys are making me feel bad about my 2.
Well, you can revise your 2. Do you want to revise your 2?
I might bring it up to a 3. It wasn't bad. Like, it wasn't terrible. What have I don't think I've given anything a 2, so it would be really sad that this pumpkin faux pie that I made was still, I still ate it, and I kept eating it if you guys could hear me throughout this episode. Like, I didn't stop fucking eating it.
Skills were better than a lot of the police officers.
My TV just turned on in the middle of, I don't know what's going on. Hold on, guys. Sorry, I gotta go.
Weird.
Let me go exercise a demon. I'll be
This is
back.
because I talked about the Ouija board.
Yeah,
probably is.
yeah, the mug.
Oh my God.
And it just turned off?
No, it just changed. Okay. Oh, okay,
Could the
hold
cat
on.
be sitting on the remote somewhere?
Oh, thank God, maybe.
Yeah, that's got to be it.
Just Occam's razor. That's all I'm throwing.
I mean, I've seen on like, she seems scared. Okay, she's got it.
Okay.
What? So Petty was
The
not
remote was
on the
next
remote?
to me.
Oh no.
It's fine.
You know what it is? Do you remember those episodes of Ghost Hunters where like somebody turns on a walkie-talkie and then
I'm
the
assuming
TV
it's like a
turns on?
neighbor or something.
Yeah, it's
and they
gotta
just
be,
happen
like-
to have a similar remote.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was swamp gas or weather balloon, probably. Yeah, Nothing to worry about.
Yeah, probably
You
not.
should write this down, timestamp, etc., so that we can start keeping a log
Okay.
of your haunting experiences.
Yeah.
So
Because now
did
you have a
guys-
pilgrim ghost, I think. Right?
Oh, that's fine.
Pilgrim
Uh-huh,
ghost.
uh-huh. So you're gonna
I'll
start
allow
finding
that.
little buckles around places.
You're gonna have to talk to them about colonialism. Yeah, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be a hard conversation, but I think you'll both be better for it.
That's true.
Yeah.
I don't know if the residual haunting and time is just kind of like a napkin. You know, what is it? The paper that's on top of each other. If I
Yeah.
talk to them about it and I have them, could I dictate the past, or am I dictating the past in another dimension? Sorry, we're going in weird places here.
Yeah, we're gonna have to take that one offline.
Okay. Okay.
I do like the idea of you convincing them to make the recipe better so that when we do this, it comes out cooler.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, you guys know how you didn't use, wait, they did use spices. It's just the person who made it. So hopefully that's the person haunting me. So I can be like, look, please don't fuck this up. Please put cinnamon or anything in it aside from just egg and milk. Egg and milk.
It definitely needed more than just the ingredients of an omelet.
Ugh.
Yeah. So 3, which makes it debatable based on our Deb
Mhm,
scale.
mhm,
And I think
mhm.
that's exactly what it is. It's
Yeah.
debatable whether it's edible, and it's debatable whether we had a good time.
Mm.
Yeah.
I had a good time talking to you guys about it.
Oh, same.
That is
Yeah.
undebatable.
You know what?
Mhm.
3.5.
Ooh. It's getting that debut buddies bump.
I did take one recording of myself during the baking process. Do you guys want to see if we can
Yeah.
hear it?
Yeah. Play it into your microphone.
I'm gonna.
If it's just Chelsea's TV, I'm gonna be freaked out.
It's playing.
I took a couple of videos.
I'm gonna be real. This pie looks like shit.
Can I soundbite that for my text ringtone?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, listeners, if you want that sound for your phone, you're gonna send us a DM to @DebutBuddies on Twitter.
That was my live reaction at like midnight last night.
So next week we have our first guest ever on the
Yes.
podcast.
Yay.
Can you believe it? Can you believe an actual living human being? And not even just a living human being, but a respectable human being is going to talk to us.
I don't get it.
We get to hang out with Mark Smith. Mark Smith, the guy that we talked about in the very first episode of this podcast.
Can you believe it?
It's pretty exciting. I can't. I literally can't believe
not.
it.
We
So
have no
excited,
business
though.
talking to him.
No, we don't.
No, never. Although, if I might make a bold prediction, I think that we're going to uncover some interesting revelations about our old friend Clippy in that episode. So, listeners, if you want to find out what we might find out about Clippy, if my prognostication is correct, you're going to have to tune in.
Oh, can't wait to find out.
If you like this show, if you like this podcast, please subscribe, rate, and review us wherever you listen. It really helps if you leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts, and then you can drop us a comment. Maybe you can tell us this week whether you like Megan Fox's use of the word pie for her genitalia or not.
Ugh.
5 stars, and then just pie, no pie, pie, no pie.
God, what if I made that up? What if she didn't say that and I've just been
What if she
bothered by that for 15 years? Okay, whatever. I'll deal with that.
I think Megan Fox is a common enough name that, I'll bleep out the machine gun part, so it'll just be a person named Kelly, which means you could be talking about yourself in the third person. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
So yeah, subscribe, rate, and review us wherever you listen. If you like our theme song, please check out the music of Michael J. O'Connor by visiting michaeljoconnor.bandcamp.com. And if you want to read some science fiction books, you can read my book. It's titled One Person Can't Make a Difference. You can find it on Amazon, Bookshop, Barnes & Noble, all the places on the internet. And you can also find it at readspaceboy.com, along with a lot of other science fiction books that I have a hand in publishing. And it's usually both hands, because keyboards.
We're over on Never Show the Monster. As always, it's our horror movie podcast. I could not tell you what it is, what our series is going on right now. But in October, we did horror TV specials, Halloween TV specials. Jesus Christ, Kelly, get it together. That's what it's like over there on Never Show the Monster. It's fun. It's like this, but spooky, scary. So come join us over there. That's me and Chelsea.
I really enjoyed the Bob's Burgers episode that you put out. It was great because it was almost entirely not about the Bob's Burgers Halloween special.
No,
which is a good way to do an episode.
Wait until you hear the It's Always Sunny.
Yep.
Excellent. I can't wait.
We started talking about It's Always Sunny about, I think, 50 minutes into the episode.
Oh, yeah,
so
it's like a full hour.
We're doing good. Yeah. We still try to keep it at least a little spooky, though.
Yeah. You got to keep it fresh too. If people glom onto your formula, they're gonna walk away eventually. But you shake it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do talk about Barbarian over there, which is a lot of fun.
There you go. Yeah. You buy the whole seat, but you only use the front of it. when you're listening to Never Show the Monster, edge of your seat every week.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, I get it. Sorry it took so long.
Did I mention the sleep deprivation?
Yeah. Look, we're all in a strange way. I'm looking at a gourd that appears to have vomited something Lovecraftian. So this is good. This has been Debut Buddies. Bye, buddies.
Bye.
Bye, buddy.
First is best, or first is worst.